All right, good morning, good morning. It's 6:29 a.m., March 11th. We got Mana coming in. Typically, always the first. Yo,
Yo, was good.
how are you, man?
Good. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
You in those buys?
Yes, sir. What's up?
I said you're in those buys.
Yeah. I already secured a 10 pips, but
Nice.
we're finally getting some nice, clean price action on GJ. Somewhere pretty much used to.
Yeah.
Some I've been waiting for a little bit,
Yeah.
to say the least. Justin, what's up, my man?
Yeah. I got into right over that 15-minute doji.
This one?
Yeah, right there.
Yep. What
I
about it?
closed, I closed 50 once it hit the break even, and now I'm just good. I'm just waiting.
You're saying you managed risk.
Yeah. I entered once it passed the high of that doji, and
Awesome.
then it closed 50 when it came back to break even.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Good stuff. So, what I was looking at with this was, let's see. So, obviously, price form support right here with this 1 hour candle, right? Created this high during pre London, came down, formed support, clean price action. This is what we look for every single time. This candle closed bullish. Now, I came to the charts after doing a deck of cards and taking my shower around like 5:45, and what I saw was right over here, price formed the support over here. Price came down, created like a mini support, and then this candle closed bullish. I entered as price passed the high of this candle right here. So if you take out these trend lines, so as price passed the high of this, oh no, what I did was I waited for this 15-minute to close. Being that it was like in pre-London, I just wanted, or pre-New York, I just wanted to be safe. So I waited for the 15-minute to close. I entered there, and then I entered another one as it the next candle retraced a little bit, and then another one as price came up and passed the high of this candle. This candle came back down to my entry. It made the top wick. Now the 1 hour was forming its bottom wick. And that's why what I was doing was I was just closing one of the positions just to manage risk. And I ended up closing it in profits. And then obviously, as you know, the 15-minute flipped. We got that doji right over here. This candle passed the high of this candle again. I doubled the trade. And then at 10 pips, I ended up just closing one of the positions and moving my stop loss up here. My stop loss was originally down here. We had this support over here. This candle closed bullish, looking like we're going to come up and mirror these candles over here to the left. Put my stop loss right below here, and now my stop loss is right up here.
There we go, man.
Nathan,
Nice.
what's up, buddy? Oh, audio issues? We got to get Nathan in here. Can he hear us?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Justin, how are you, man?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm great. Great. I recorded that video for you guys. We got 55 minutes left. I did this yesterday. The file is so big for some reason. I think it's because I did it on my GoPro. That now I had to use Dropbox to upload it. So for now on, I'm just gonna use Zoom. But it was basically addressing the things we were talking about in that group chat yesterday. So now, if we come back to my entry, I'm closing 50. Guys have a good day yesterday?
It was decent day. A lot of waiting during New York session.
Yeah.
No trade for me, at least.
Smart, man. That's something that I've been having difficulty with. So, hold on. But I heard you've been talking to Noah a little bit.
No, Pearl?
Pearl, yeah.
Yeah.
Pearlstein.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. You guys holding each other accountable?
Yes, sir. We did a little call yesterday.
Love it.
Yes, sir.
Love
Could
it.
add him with Jaden. Jaden, I haven't talked to him in a little bit.
You haven't talked to Jane in a little bit?
Yeah, probably like last Saturday. I don't remember. It's not consistent, really. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could always take ownership, you know? It's like, Jaden, what's going on? How you been?
yeah, sure.
You know,
Yeah.
let's look over some charts. Let's do some back testing maybe. But that relationship. Justin, do you have a partner yet?
Yeah, me and Derek.
Oh, you and Derek. Okay. How's that going so far?
It's going good. It's we talk about our risk. We talk about making sure that we don't overtrade, making sure that we're following our plans. And we talk probably twice a week.
That's awesome. That's like perfect too. I always say, it's mainly for Friday, but if you guys want to talk every day or multiple times a week, go ahead. That's even better.
How you doing?
There he is.
How are we?
What's up, buddy? I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, all right. Not too bad.
So you got up on the right foot today, huh?
Something like that.
Let's go. Let's go. Jerry got in some.
Nice.
Did you take a trade already?
Yeah, I got in GJ earlier around like 5:45. I entered as price was forming this support over here on the 15-minute.
Nice.
Because we got the 1 hour forming this support over here. Perfect support. Came up, created the high, came down, closed bullish on the 1 hour. Now I waited I didn't really wait, but what I did was I came to the charts knowing that, okay, the 1 hour is forming that support. 30-minute is as well. Now I'm going to wait for the 15-minute to close at 5:45 for me to enter this. No impulse entries that early.
Yeah.
And then I entered multiple positions. Then this candle ended up closing a weak candle. I thought maybe we were going to form a resistance over here or maybe consolidate until New York, and then we were going to come up. So I ended up closing I ended up closing 50% right over here, one of the positions, as it came back to my entry. And then I entered as price was passing the high of this candle over here.
Okay.
And secured at 10 pips. I moved my stop loss up. My stop loss was originally below this support over here. Now, if we come back to my entry, I'll close 50%. So how you feeling after yesterday?
I was feeling good. Was?
Yeah,
it was.
Okay.
Just had again bit of a nightmare again this morning, but like nothing major. Like
after our call yesterday, I realized something that I'm gonna call you when I get up to the city today.
Okay, deadly.
I think you're gonna like this call.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. It's just a mental mindset when you get into it. It's just so reckless and so toxic. It just drains you, and then so it's just rough. Like
I like when you guys what's it called? Share each other's feel, like what James did yesterday.
I liked that last night. That was cool.
Yeah, just be vulnerable. Who cares? Like we're all like together on the same mission. So if you have something that's concerning you, I brought this up in the video I recorded. It's actually getting uploaded right now. Got like 15 minutes left. But when you guys are vulnerable like that, one, maybe somebody already went through the same thing and they could share their experience, or two, they haven't gone through that yet and they can learn from that where, okay, maybe I need to do something a little bit differently.
Yeah.
And that helps everybody as a group. And obviously we're all in this for our own individual accomplishments, but at the same time, as a group, like what we're all trying to accomplish together, it's going to help everyone. But you just got to understand that what you're doing, like when you're over trading and you're over risking, it's just stupid. And I've been there recently, because what's been going on with me is, I'm not blaming the market, not blaming anything besides myself.
No.
But
I'm taking full ownership for my actions in terms of what I've done. Like, but it's like, I think like the easiest thing you can do is kind of like try and like laugh it off and try and, it's like, for me, like when I used to do like all the stuff like with like gambling and stuff like that, it was like, it was always good showing like people your wins and stuff like that, but it was nearly more impressive with showing people how much you lost. And it was like not bragging rights or anything like that, but it was just like it's a sick thing in your head in terms of like your own psychology. Like it makes you think as if it's all right when you're kind of going through it, like, which is, it's something I really want to focus on. But like I woke up this morning, I smashed my workout, I felt really, really good. I came to the chart, I saw a setup, I took it, I liked it, it didn't work out, and then I went back to literally what I was doing yesterday. But like I'm completely done now, like in terms of my charts. I've closed everything down because I just don't want to go through another day of it. Like, but like today was like a much lesser version of what yesterday was anyways, but it was like, it's just still like really unhealthy habits that I'm doing. Like,
so get out a piece of paper real quick. Let me know when you're ready.
yeah.
So write down for me on one side of the paper all the things that you've been doing wrong. Just in a list, all the things that you know that you've been doing wrong. It might take you, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes, but just jot them all down. You're gonna start running out of things, then you're gonna start thinking about a couple more.
Yeah.
And then that should be on one side of the paper. Just let me know when you're done.
Steph, have you noticed if the Euro news impact GBP at all?
In a way, just because they're so close to each other and their economies run, right next to each other. James Moore. Oh, what's up, James?
Hey,
so in a way, when it comes to Brexit and stuff like that, which is kind of resolved, but so this was James today.
I took it on the 4 hour as it broke the high, and I got 10 pips. I thought it was kind of risky. I put my stops to break even as soon as I could. And,
okay, so what was the range right here?
It was like 12 pips.
12 pips. Yeah, I mean, great trade, because what I do is I do like the setup right here. You know?
I just liked in the 4 hour. And then I saw the level there in the gray box.
Yeah, and then even as price was passing these wicks over here, you could have entered with your stop loss down here. But that's.
I waited on the 4 hour. I know I kind of essentially bought the top.
Yeah, just keep that in mind, because I just hate to see you like continue to do this and then all of a sudden you go into a losing streak because of that, and then you're gonna realize, okay, I shouldn't be doing that. Like I just rather tell you now so that you know now before you get into that little limbo,
Yeah, I just liked it on the 4 hour. I don't know, lately last week I've been just looking the 4 hour, just looked too nice.
Let me see the 4
But then it's buying the high then,
So you like the 4 hour, what, as price was passing the high of it?
Yeah, just you see that bit there. I liked that.
You broke up the what?
Do you know that candle there that started to break the high?
Oh yeah, nice right here.
Bottom. Yeah, I had a nice bottom wick at the time. This is like 6:30 my time.
Okay.
And just before London, like an hour before London opened, that might be a good push.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I see exactly what you were doing. It's just, like, would you rather grab those those like little moves right here. I mean, I like this form support right
Mhm.
here, continue bullish. But would you rather grab those or wait for the high to be created, a low to be formed, get in at a better price, and grab this whole move up?
Yeah,
You
give you
know,
a
instead
safer
of
trade.
potentially losing this when this is a lower or higher risk kind of entry.
Mhm.
But I mean, great trade. I see exactly what you were doing. I'm not going to say that's a bad trade at all. It's just
Yeah, that's one of my
typically a
stops to
bad
break even
habit.
straight away. Yeah,
You know, it's a habit that you kind
you
of want
get
to
out
stay
of
away
it.
from.
Yeah,
Good shit, man. We got a back test today, huh?
yeah.
What's Gio wants to back test as well. And if anybody else does, I'm definitely down. You guys can
Yeah.
hop in.
During what time are you back from the city?
What time am I back from this week?
Yeah, you said in the afternoon when I come back.
I want to say around 3 or 4 today.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. And then coming back to Nathan, you still going?
We have about maybe 10 or 15 here.
10 or 15. There you go.
I just like it's not like repetition or using different words, but for some of it they kind of overlap on each other, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yep. That'll happen.
I trailed my stop to that 15-minute doji that just closed.
What's up, buddy?
I moved my stop to that the bottom of that doji that just formed on the 15.
Right here?
Yeah.
I like it. So you're trailing it. I'm just giving it some room to breathe.
No.
I think based on the 1 hour, this is nice to come right back up and retest that high. And if it comes back to my entry, it comes back and I close 50.
There you go.
I'm probably going to move it up right over here. Actually, I already did.
You take any trades yesterday, Steph?
Yesterday, yeah, I took gold. I lost on gold. What was I was saying something to Nathan. Oh, that's right. So Nathan's kind of going through something similar, but with me, it's you don't blame anything other than yourself. What I did was like a little reflection on where I've been. Like I haven't been trading to my standards the past couple, like I would say 2 or 3 weeks. And I realized what I was doing. I was, trading live in front of people. It's a little bit different of a game, but again, it's all on me. You start to get like FOMO, where it's like you want to take a trade on the live stream. Does that make sense?
That makes
James?
sense to me.
yeah, it's like you're on the live stream, so it nearly forces you into have to take the trade and stuff like that, you know.
And you find yourself jumping into trades that you normally wouldn't be taking, and you find
Yeah.
yourself deviating from your plan. And that's all I had to do yesterday was just a little self-reflection. What do I have to do? Okay, I can't get FOMO when it comes to taking trades. And everyone goes through this, no matter how accomplished in the market you are. It gets a lot easier when it comes to discipline and all that stuff. But when it comes to just the ebbs and flows of the emotions of being in the market, you go through these different like losing streaks, and then you come right back, and losing streak, come right back. But those losing streaks get shorter and shorter. And every time I've come out of a losing streak, I've come out a much better, confident trader. You just have to be able to control your emotions. That's the main thing. Like when you're losing, if you go through a losing streak, it is very, very rarely the strategy that you're using. The strategy is probably fine. It's your discipline. It's not sticking to your plan. That's the main reason why you're losing. That's what it is, maybe 95% of the time. If you have a strategy that works, reading price action, waiting for levels to break, stuff like that, taking smart trades, that's not the problem. It's just you. You don't believe me? Read Trading in the Zone.
Right, I got them. I got 17 or something.
Awesome. So right on the other side of the paper, next to each one, what you should be doing instead. Thanks, James. So if we get a break of this little minor resistance over here, could be reacting to these areas over here. If we get a break above, I'll just move my stop loss to break even. Then we should be heading up.
Got a deadly new keyboard and mouse yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, I got one of these like cool ones, like those ones.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah,
I
Trading
like
in the Zone.
it, sir. Yo, Nathan, this might sound stupid, but what if, like, I've noticed like a trend where like when you're feeling really good, you're like up and like,
Yeah,
I can see on the camera like you're not wearing a hood, and
yeah,
when you are feeling down, you kind of slump back, wearing
yeah.
the hood, like kind of down on yourself. What if you took that off? Like,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
you need to do everything that you can to help yourself.
Yeah,
And that's not just you. I'm talking about everyone. Like, you need to do whatever it takes to put yourself in the best position possible to think the right way in the market. Right?
yeah,
Just be up, like sit up a little bit and like analyze the market. Be on top of your shit.
yeah.
It's key. It may sound stupid, but I guarantee it works.
It's your body language as well. It's like what you, yeah, it's your body language.
Your body language?
It's all about, well, I suppose it comes down to your body language as well then, if, in terms of like, if you're slouching down, your room's dark, you've no oxygen coming in, you're probably not going to be performing to your best ability and stuff like that. It's like if you're playing sport and all and you're really negative and you're not in the right mindset, you're not going to perform to the best of your ability. Whereas obviously if you're eating right, drinking right, following your plan.
Every little thing goes into your day to make you think and be at the top of your game every single day. And it comes down to all these little things that you wouldn't think are important, but they definitely are.
Yeah.
And one of them is budgeting your time, allotting each hour towards what you're going to do for the day. When you're doing that, you're on top of your shit. And it comes down to doing it like 6:35 to 7:35. I'm doing this like the exact time when you're doing that. Like your day is structured and you're
I had the structure, but like obviously it's just like even like this morning was like getting up and I got up early like and I was still feeling good, but it was like plan was to get up at like 6 o'clock or whatever. I didn't get up till like 6:10.
So hit the snooze button.
I didn't snooze now. I was sat up in my bed and all, but I wasn't like I wanted to be up out of the bed, straight downstairs, do a workout. Instead, I got up, sat on my bed, and I looked at something on through my book, like and then I went downstairs. Whereas, yeah, I know, like I just looked at like then I picked up my phone and started looking at like I didn't like I wouldn't snooze. Like I'd get up and I'd just be sitting there, but I'd just be scrolling on the phone, which is why I got rid of my social media, because I want to get rid of it. As I said, I want to get rid of those distractions. But for me as well, it's like some other like supplement or I think what is it, supplementing it for some, like switching it out for something else. So instead of me doing like instead of me getting up and going downstairs or me going on my phone on social media, I go on my phone on something else. I find something else to look at,
Yeah. So you want I actually just closed this full thing.
Yeah, same.
Yes, it was the second position that I closed that I was actually in a little bit of a drawdown, but just closed the full thing. I'm good with it. Maybe catch my second trade during. I'm going to answer you in a second, Nathan.
No, you're fine. Take your time. There's no rush.
Close full. So I'm going to see if I get a second entry during New York. Looks like a wheel of just. Yeah, before 7 o'clock, the 1 hour, 1 hour close. I just want to secure and be able to get another trade if it presents itself. So have you been using the what's it called, the 5-second rule when you're waking up?
Yeah, I was using it. Now since I was using it, like getting up and stuff like that, I've stopped using it getting up. But I like, yeah, I probably need to start using it for like these other distractions as well, just to kind of program my mind not to be looking at these things. Like,
Absolutely. Yeah, the 5-second rule like works a lot.
yeah, it's like I just think for me, it's about like owning up to it and being responsible for your actions. And right now, like I'm at a stage where like I'm telling everyone and myself that I'm accountable for my actions, but I'm not changing my actions. So I need to like get into this place where I need to be willing to like sacrifice these habits, these bad habits, in order to inherit the new habits. I said it yesterday in the group, you know, that like you have to be willing to give up your old tendencies in order to accept or bring in new ones.
Oh yeah.
And for a lot of people, even though they're saying they are ready to give up, or they're saying that to everyone that they're willing to give up and they're ready to give up these bad habits, inside themselves they're still not ready. And they need to, I don't know, if you power your mind, power your body and your mind in order to be able to get over that and conquer it and stuff. Like,
It's a lot harder than you'd think, right?
it's impossible. Well, it's not impossible, but it feels just so freaking hard. Like, because last week, as I said, I felt insane. I thought I was doing so well, and then shit hit the fan. And as soon as shit hit the fan, I crumbled like a deck of cards. Like, I just folded in half. Like, and I just flipped straight back to my old ways. Like, and it's good that I did it, because I did 5 days of full risk management, which is the longest I've ever done before.
Yeah.
Which is just stupid if you think about it in terms of trading, you know, and wanting to be a profitable trader and not being able to manage your risk any longer than 5 days. But like, I think that it's just like I want to just figure out like with my mind where exactly I'm sitting, and be honest with myself about like what I've done, what I'm doing, and what I'm going to do about what exactly has happened. Because otherwise, if I keep just talking words and talking and talking and talking, you know, you can tell yourself a million things or something a million times, but unless you pick up and do action, you're not going to see any type of you know, reward, or not going to see any kind of change. Like, so I don't know, like, it's like I want to change and I want to get rid of these bad tendencies, but I just don't know what to do to get rid of them. I want to like just do the best I can, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. The thing is, you need to work on like the things that you can control and think about the things that you can control, right?
Yeah.
And what is that? From this point on, what can you control?
Well, see, it's like I want to say I can control my emotions, but they've been completely overwhelming, and just they've been controlling me and making me make these decisions the last few days. So I suppose I can control what I do and what I say. They're the things I can probably do. But again, it's kind of contradictory, because even though I'm saying that, it's like I also know that I can't control my emotions at the moment, because even though we sat down yesterday and I sat down with you and said all the stuff I said, got up, went, did a workout, and then back tested last night and felt really good. I still come to the charts this morning, made a silly mistake, just like I did any other day. And then I just went on to it to do what I had been doing and risking too much, like, you know.
So the thing is, like, I know it feels like you're the only one probably going through this, but literally every single human being on this planet, their own worst enemy is themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you're always battling yourself, and
Yeah.
you know, you could honestly you could be your own worst enemy, or you could be the best person you could possibly be for yourself. You know, as long as you conquer that little voice in your head, it's always there. It's always going to be there. There's no getting rid of it. But there is the ability to conquer it and not let it like master you. And that's the key, is just like from here on out, what I was saying was, when it comes to what you can control, focus on what you can control now. You just learned from that. You learned, what it takes, like what we went over yesterday. You know what it takes, to have that solid week where you're sticking to your plan, you're managing risk, you're doing all the right things that you should be doing. And now you see the flip side of it. And you already know the flip side of it from even before doing that.
Yeah.
Right? So now you experience both. So now move forward, and you know how important both are. Like discipline is such a game changer.
I know. I feel like it's like I'm like a broken record now to you and Giovanni, because every time I jump on even every day this week, I've just literally been like, I've had my head with the fairies. Like, I've just been miles away from it. Like,
just when it comes to what you're doing and what you're thinking, all positive thoughts from here on out.
Positive reinforcement.
Yeah, like, all right, I'm going through this right now, but I could easily switch it around.
Yeah.
Like, no victim mentality, just
no. I like, the thing about me is that, again, as I said, like, I would never blame anyone else for my own actions, you know what I mean? But it's just like, I really want to take accountability, as we said, like, and it's just like, it's like I'm taking accountability, but at the same time, I'm not like doing what I need to do in order to change. But I'm just struggling to figure out what it is that I need to change. Not as in like, well, it's as simple as this. You just need to stop over risking or over trading. There's actually something underneath that.
It's your language.
It's something.
It's your language right now. Like, if you think about it, the way you're saying, like, I need to do this, I need to do that. Instead of saying that, it's like, all right, I'm just going to change this. All I got to do is change that. Let's go. Today. Starts today. Adopt that now mentality. Like, it starts now.
No, absolutely.
My plan starts now. I'm not going to deviate from it whatsoever. I'm going to go out and work out today. I'm going to budget my time so that today I'm doing this, and this. At this time, this time. And keep your head up. Know that you're young. You got a lot going for you. You got a skill that you're building right now that most people aren't. Most people are not bothering to do this, and you're actually taking initiative to learn the hardest market in the world. And the only reason why it's hard is because of you. Not you, but like your brain.
Exactly.
Your mind. That's why it's hard for everyone. Like I said, it's not your strategy. It's not like the way you trade, reading candles. You're doing the right things in the market.
Yeah.
You just need to master yourself again.
Yeah.
And stick to that plan. Like I said, I challenged you for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
To stick to that.
Exactly.
So all right, all you got to do is start over.
Yeah, I'm gonna start again. Start 2 weeks straight from now.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying, set that anchor when you were feeling amazing. Remember, you're like on top of your shit. I'll send you that video. I still have it.
Yeah.
On our second Zoom, you were amazing.
It was insane, like, but it's a different type of empowerment that you feel, and it's just like, it's just different. Like, it's not. I put up. Nothing's changed from now between then and now. Like, I'm letting myself think that something has changed, and that's the voice that's inside the head, and I just can't let that in anymore. Can't fucking do that.
Shit out.
Exactly.
But good shit, man. It's a journey. And this is something you're going to be battling with for the rest of your life, unless, you really get a hold of it and you know how to deal with it, and you teach yourself how to deal with it. And that's what I'm here for. But, that battle with that voice, it's never going to end. So you might as well
No.
figure out how to master it. You think I let anything get to me when it comes to like in my head? No, like
No.
it's not going to do me any good.
No.
So I know I have to master that. Every single
Yeah.
morning I do. You think I want to wake up every morning? Most of the time, you know, I'll tell you, most of the time, like I have that purpose where it's like, all right, yeah, let's go. Let's start this day. Some days it's like, I just want to lay down. Didn't get much sleep. Worked out hard the past couple days. Start giving yourself those excuses, shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, those voices start playing, and then it's just like, no, shut up. 5
Yeah.
second roll, get up, put your feet on the floor, drink your water, and just be a man. And just, you know, and I'm not saying that to you. I'm like saying that's how I talk to myself.
No, but that's the way you kind of have to. It's got to be like it's not letting the voice get in, and it's like you are literally your own worst enemy.
Yeah. That's it. You don't have like, that's why I say like when I say, you know, we're going to be the greatest traders in the world, we got to look at ourselves like that. We're not looking at anybody else. You know, I'm not looking at other traders across the world and saying I'm going to compete with him. I don't care about what they're doing. I focus on myself.
Yeah.
And as long as you do that, you're going to be in a great shape.
Okay.
Going to be in great shape. So focus on yourself because you got to master yourself first. Once you master yourself, you don't care about what other people are doing. You don't care about anything. But the first thing you have to do is actually change those habits.
Yeah.
Change those things you're doing, because the definition of insanity is obviously doing the same thing over and over again, expecting something different. You know? And
that's what it is.
That's what it is. That's what's going on right now. You're expecting something different. All you got to do is change. And I know that's easier said than done. Don't get me wrong. I understand that. But like, all you have to do is master your mind, and you will get everything in this life that you want. It's your own, it's the only thing standing right in the middle.
Yeah.
You got it. We're gonna hop on another call, and when I get up to the city too. So
sounds good.
We're gonna get you on the right track. I have
yes, sir.
No doubt about that. What's up, guys? James, Noah,
gentlemen, how we doing?
Johnny,
What's
Morning.
up, man? Morning.
Justin, we spoke with. How you guys doing?
Good. I've already I've taken some trades this morning already. When I hopped on the chart, I probably was a little too eager.
You said some?
Say that again?
You said you already took some trades?
Yeah, so I took a buy on GJ at 140 or 151.43. Closed at like -2 pips when that 15-minute broke the 15-minute low. And then I took a buy on EJ when the 15-minute started creating support, and then I closed at like, I don't know, -2 pips there too. So I may give EJ a second chance if this 15-minute closes bullish.
Got it. I haven't even looked at EJ. I know it made that move up. I grabbed GJ this morning, got the 10 pips, and I already got out. But EJ's been wacky all week. Like, I mean, look at this.
Yeah. I just like how it was like consolidating there, and then we got that retest.
I like the 1 hour structure right now.
Gold, I took a paper trade at 17.3276, like the impulse, as price broke that weak bullish candle, and it worked out pretty well. Had a wick to fill on gold there.
What's it called? James, I'm looking forward to our accountability call tomorrow with after that discussion yesterday. That was awesome.
Yeah,
so we got to talk.
I mean, I think everybody in here is dealing with it, but it's just like you see all this money and you see all the potential, and it's so hard to control yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Because man, I can just make millions if I can do it. So it's
But like, does it change your mind at all when you know that you're never going to get to that point unless you get your discipline under control?
Yes and no, right? It's like you know that you have to be disciplined, but there's that voice in the back of your head that's like, man, I think I can do it though. Like
That's yep.
if I drop a 10 lot on this trade, like it's gonna work out, and I can triple my account real quick.
So enticing.
It is, and
Yeah.
it's just. But you're right. Like I was thinking about this in the shower this morning. Like my
Nice.
buddy's in
Shower
med
reflection.
school, right? Yeah, right. My buddy's in med school right now, and he was explaining to us last night. One of my other friends was like, you're going to be the top earner of our group here in a few years. He goes, yeah, well, it's going to be like 7, and really, I'm only going to get paid like $50K for 3 of those years, and then $70K for the other 3. And it's like, dude, if these medical students are spending 7 to 8 years trying to earn, $400K a year, $500K, like I can't expect. And what do you say? The success or the failure rate for med school is probably, I don't know, 60, 50% at least. I'm pulling that out of my ass, but it can't be, that high. So why can we
Not as high as Forex.
Right, exactly. So like why can we expect to be like very profitable 6-figure traders in like 2 to 3 years when there are people out there working for something that has a less of a failure rate and having to spend more time doing it. I mean, like given Ted and Raja as an example, that's what 4 and 7 years for them to get where they're at. So like,
yeah, and plus think about their ages too. You're 24,
right.
25?
Yeah, I'm 25. Yeah.
Okay, you're 25. Raquel's 34. Ted is like 40. Like they're in good position. They should be where they're at right now.
Right.
Like you're 25 learning a skill. At a baseline job, you have a great job, but like, they were in very good corporate jobs, making very, very good money.
Mm-hmm.
They were, and I'm not saying like, oh my God, look at them, and look at us, and forget that. Like, who cares about what they're doing? What I'm saying is, they were in a much different spot, so that's why you can't compare yourself to other people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was gonna bring up a point that I forgot. When it comes to, what you're looking at is the short term, and
Right.
it's so enticing to drop that 10 lad to be like one trade. Let me just like first of all make back all my losses and then like throw my account up there. Thank you. What Raquel did, I actually have like a Zoom that we did like 2 years ago. And we're just going back and forth. And he was saying how he started with a $500 account. He grew it in a couple of weeks to $5,500 and blew it all. But he said the reason why was because it was just the beginning. He didn't have risk management. He didn't have any discipline at all in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And he realized how important that was. So yeah, you can grow your account to 10 grand, 15 grand, whatever you want to do it. But guess what? It's not going to last. Yeah. Because that's going to create such a bad habit for you that eventually you're going to blow your account. There's no doubt about it. It happens every time. And you're reading Trading in the Zone right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what does he say? It's not your strategy. Your strategy is completely fine, especially if you're trading the way we are. Just reading candles, basic price action. The only reason you're losing is your psychology.
Mm-hmm.
It's not having discipline. And
Like
once you get your discipline in order, that's it. You're off to the races.
Mm-hmm.
And with me, this is a perfect example. This is kind of what I made this video about. It's almost done. Got 20 minutes left. With me, it's my discipline went out the window for a little bit when I started the live stream. So I'm not blaming the live streams. I'm blaming myself for being a fucking idiot. What I've been doing was like when you're trading in front of people, you want to take trades. You want to take trades on a live stream. You want to show people you're trading all that stuff, and you end up jumping into stupid trades. And I was getting almost like FOMO and stuff like that. And all you have to do is step back, reflect, do what I just did with Nathan when it comes to writing the things down that you're doing wrong on one side of the paper, and then on the other side of the paper, write down the things that you should be doing. And like to counter each one of those bullet points that you wrote down. And when you do that, the power of writing things down is so strong that you don't even realize until you actually do it. But when you're writing these things down, you maybe even putting it in your trading plan, which I suggest doing, you're not going to do them anymore.
So what do you think? Let me ask you this. So, this past week, I have a $3,000 account, right?
Yep.
1 to 2% is either $30 or $60. Think about me, like, typical stop loss being 10 pips. As long as I'm comfortable with it, using like one lot and knowing my max risk is, $100, maybe 120, which would be 3%, of the account. Would you say as long as you're comfortable with that $100 loss, it's okay to do that, even though it's maybe a little more than 2%, which is what I'd say is like a standard risk per day?
I would say cut that in half to like a 50-cent lot for just 2 or 3 weeks. Because I think with you, like based on your message yesterday, I think you're really fixated on the money, which is
100%.
natural because that's
Always
my main
always have
objective.
Yeah.
And it's completely understandable. But with you, I think you're very fixated on the money, where you just need to get that out of your head. That's the main like objective right now. The main objective for you is to gain the confidence and gain the skill. In a month or maybe a couple of weeks, you're going to be more and more confident. Then you're going to start upping your lot size a little bit. Then you could go to one lot. And that first trade that you're going to take, I actually got this from Markel too. That first trade that you take when you up your lot size is going to be a loss. I've experienced that. There's a high probability of that just being a loss. The problem is most people go back to their original lot size, and they go back and forth with that, back and forth. That's why they stay break even. The objective is, since you are confident now and you know your pair inside and out, the objective is to keep your lot size at that same amount.
Okay,
so
like as you build your account, still, like, let's say you got a $10,000 account and you're risking 1%, so that'd be one lot.
Yep.
I don't know, that wouldn't make any sense. I was going to say, as you grow the account, still using one lot, or still using 1%, and then therefore your lot increases incrementally?
I always suggest, like, until you're confident and consistent, just go by percentage.
Yeah.
I think that's another level when it comes to just using lots, straight lots. Like, I use percentage. It's the best way to go, because sometimes you have a wider stop loss.
Right.
And it's a whole tricky game when it comes to doing that and going back and forth with that. Like, oh my God, I'm risking a one lot, but my stop loss is 17 pips away when it really should be 10 pips. Just go by percentage, because it's the same amount, no matter where your stop loss is. So just get used to that for a little bit. A lot of traders, and I've realized it's more as I'm like helping other people out, is they're so focused on the short term. Where if you just focus on the long term, not that it's going to take that long, it's just if you have your mind in that space of like, okay, I'm just going to focus on my discipline, focus on all that stuff, you're going to get a lot farther, a lot quicker. But until you realize that, you're not going to get anywhere.
It's hard to see that, right? It's hard to see. Of
course it is.
I only got $3,000 in my account. If I risk $60 a day, I'm not going to replace my income for X amount of months. And that, I don't know, I get caught thinking like that. So it's,
Dude,
I don't even, at this point, man, it's so funny. I don't even really want to be like I started trading Forex, and you're like, dude, I just want to buy Lambos straight up. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, I just want to replace my income and have like a freedom of time. And so that's just, my constant battle saying, how fast can I get there?
That's your first milestone. Dude, right. Eventually you're going to be able to buy toys with the cash flow from other businesses too that you're going to be creating, right?
Right.
But right now you just want that time. You don't want to have to work for somebody. You don't have to work for the man. Right. That's where a lot of people are right now. And that's a milestone right there. That's something to celebrate. Once you get to that point, obviously do it in a smart way where you have 6 months of income saved up from Forex, and you're just taking this the right way. But if you keep adding liabilities to your P&L, you're not going to or to your balance sheet, you're not going to be getting to that place. It's just going to be constantly making more money, spending more money, making more money, spending more money. You don't want to be in that limbo. That's where a lot of Forex traders are. They look like they're fucking making a lot of money, but they're really, are they making that money net?
Yeah.
Or are they just making it gross?
Yeah, that's fair.
You know? And you ask yourself, do I want to be in that category? No.
Right.
No, thank you. So yeah, it's these are the constant battles that you go through in the beginning, and not just as a trader, but as an entrepreneur too. You're trying to figure it out, trying to figure out what you love to do. Then you try to figure out how to succeed at that, and then you start hitting all these little milestones here and there, and you think you got it, and then all of a sudden you just hit adversity and you lose a lot. And you bring it right back, and you're constantly going back and forth. That's kind of what it's like in the beginning of the life of an entrepreneur. That's why it's so hard. That's why most people aren't doing it.
Yeah.
You know? And as long as you realize that and understand, I'm in this for the long haul. And I understand the things I have to do, and it's just outwork everybody, then I'm going to do it. All you have to do is outwork everyone and control your own head. Two very simple things, two not very easy things.
Easy things, right?
Not easy at all.
So I'm thinking about taking a buy on EJ right now to retest. It'd be giving my trade a second chance. It's 129, like 962 maybe.
I think a good entry would have been as this candle closed.
The 15-minute candle.
You're kind of leaving this area right here.
Let's see.
You could have entered one as price closed bullish outside of this area, and then entered one as you got that retracement over here, putting a stop loss right down here. Like, where is this fucking thing? And then, I mean, my target could be 130 as a psychological level. Come up and retest 130. Because we did tap 130 over here. All right. And then let's look at the price action over here. So you got a clean candle, clean move right here. I mean, it's a little choppy over here, but you have a clean move. That would have been a great entry right over here. I think, honestly, I know you're getting FOMO right now. You missed it. You missed the train. Unless you get some kind of retracement where price retests this area over here, forms support, and you get a better entry. This is the impulse entry. Okay. You missed it, that's fine. Whatever. You got to get used to being fine missing some trades.
Yeah.
But the more you journal it, the more you backtest it, the more you're going to be catching it, and the sooner you're going to be catching them. Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
So journal this right here and how you would have caught it. And then how many pips are we at right now? If we did enter that, maybe start a little bit higher. We're at 4 or 5 pips. I think you might get a better entry as price retraces. And I don't think this is gonna reach 130 like this, especially the way EJ's been. It's just been crazy. This looks very similar. Wow, look at this. This price action right here. See how this gradual bullish move, just choppy bullish move up here, and then the drop. It's very similar to how we reached 130 over here. Right?
Yeah.
And then what happened over here after that to correct that move? Where were we? So right over here, we got that gradual push up. So looking at the higher time frames over here, we're getting that mirror of this candle over here. See, this is going to be better for you, James. If you look at the 1 hour right now, you see how the 1 hour rejected this area right where it's at right now?
Right.
So it came up and wicked into this area at 130. Now, if you, the better entry right now, just because of that price action, is going to be that retracement. And look, it's coming right back to the entry right now. So I
You're
think
saying retest in the zone, basically.
I think getting that retest right over here might be the better entry, just because of that rejection, and that's the 1 hour too. So you're at all-time highs. When was the last time we were at 130? November of 2018. Right over here. So once we break above that level and close above that level, you got clean price action coming right back up here on the daily. Obviously, you got some pit stops over here. We can mark this off right here. It's previous resistance over here. I got a clean move right here. Once we close above 130, 100, could be coming right up here to 131, 500. So that was a good discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, keep doing that. What you were doing yesterday, like how you sparked that conversation. That's what people need. We need to be vulnerable. And if you think about a group like the Navy SEALs, they're extremely vulnerable with each other. They tell each other everything because they're in extremely hostile situations. So us as a group, think of ourselves that way. I know Christian likes to call us the SEAL team. So think about being vulnerable with each other and just sharing stuff like that, because you don't know who's going through what. You don't know who already went through what, so that they can share with you any kind of experiences that they went through, and you can learn from that. Plus, it helps other people because maybe they haven't gone through that yet, and now they can learn from your mistakes.
I'd call the market a pretty hostile environment.
It's a ruthless environment. So you might be able to get that retest right over here.
Yeah, I mean, I took the one trade on EJ. I took the one trade on GJ.
You should be done for the day.
I think I probably should call it a day, huh?
Yes, probably.
Yeah, I felt pretty good that I've only taken one on each, but I don't know. Yeah, I got on the charts and saw the 1 hour GJ chart and would have put my salary that we were going to retest highs.
Yeah.
On the 1 hour.
GJ was a nice. What's that?
Like 151, 300 or 151, what? 330?
There it is.
Would have been just a phenomenal entry.
I got
on the 1 hour at least.
Where is it? So I'll show you the journal.
Yeah.
So we got the daily, obviously pushing bullish. The 4 hour. This is what finally we're getting clean price action on GJ, right? So this is what we've been waiting for. We got this previous resistance over here. Price comes up during pre-London, creates that high, comes right back down to retest the previous resistance, form support on the 1 hour. Right? Now over here, obviously I'm not at the charts yet. I was doing a deck of cards, but we got. Hold on. So, sorry about that. You got the 30-minute right over here. This is the 15-minute. So we formed this minor support here on the 15-minute. And what I did was I waited for the 15-minute to close bullish right over here. This was at 5:45 a.m. So we got that. I entered one position as that candle closed bullish over here on the 15-minute. And then I entered the second position as price passed the high of the 15-minute over here, anticipating price obviously to reach the high, but also to come up here, and that's where I was going to secure. This is about 10 pips, 1-to-1. This little rejection area over here. I didn't know what was going to happen, but so the second position I entered, it ended up coming right back down. Actually, I was fine right here. Trying to figure out. I was just taking pictures. Okay, so this candle created this high up here and then came right back down to my entry. I was like 5 pips in profit and they came back down to my entry. So I closed one of the positions. He's still in profits. I think I was like $1 in profit. So I closed that one position, came back down to my entry, stop loss still down here. Now this candle ended up closing as a doji, and then this candle passed the high of this candle. I'm expecting some volume coming in, so I doubled the trade, on Magic Keys, and so I have 2 trades going again.
So did you do 1% per entry? Is that what you did?
Yes, yeah, and actually no, I'm doing dynamic risk, so I was doing 0.5% per entry. So I'm getting back to, instead of taking stupid trades like I've been, I'm kind of, this is how you do it. You kind of get back in the rhythm doing stuff like this, where it's like taking clean entries. This is what I look for every single time. So to build that back up, you just enter dynamic risk 0.5%. In a week or two, I'll go back to 1%. For dynamic risk, go adding up to 2%. So 1% entries to 2%. Does that make sense?
It does.
So this was the higher time frames, 30-minute, the 1 hour right over here. Price, what was happening with the 1 hour was this was at the end of I think it was 6 a.m. Let's see, I have the times here.
When I hopped on the charts at when I sat down at work and looked at the chart at 6, I saw the 1 hour passing that high and just was like, fuck yeah, let's ride.
Yeah. That was it's a perfect setup. That's what we look for every time. Yeah. So 619 is when I doubled the trade. 621. Okay, so that's where we got the volume. We got the volume around this is the 5-minute. The 5-minute is respecting this bullish trend over here, consolidating over here, kind of in this little order block, and then this candle started pushing out of that order block over here. So that's where I ended up doubling my position. We got some volume. I reached 10 pips. I closed one of the positions, the first position. I moved my stop loss up here instead of down here. And then we were coming close to 7 o'clock, where I just closed the full thing. And I was going to say, I'll just get another entry later on. And it looks like we're consolidating over here a little bit. You want price to exit this area for price to continue up and pass the high of this candle. We're still in pre-New York, so you want to wait for that 8 a.m. volume. That should be. I closed everything, but it's still, I took the entry at 141, and I think spread pushed it to like 142, 143 with stops under the current 1 hour, kind of like as that impulse trade. So I've closed the whole thing. 151, you mean?
Yeah, I'm sorry, 151. So I've closed the whole thing, but my stop loss was what, like 7-8 pips. So what I could have done is probably just left a small position to run, because I'd be in 6-5 pip profits.
Yeah.
So that's probably what I should have done, because it's still, I don't know, to me it still looks really good on the 1 hour.
Yeah, to me as well. The 1 hour is just pushing up. It already passed the high of this 1 hour right over here. So what you want to do is you want to wait for price to kind of exit this area, past the high of these wicks, get some volume before 8 a.m. and push this up to retest the highs.
Yeah.
So that's probably going to be your next entry right there. Waiting for confirmation on the 5-minute. What's up, Giovanni?
What's up, man?
Your 5 minutes kind of reacting to this area over here. So you want to like a close right over here above the 5-minute, maybe
on gold.
Oh, on gold.
Yeah, with GJ I have the same zone on the 5-minute.
Did you send the chart for gold or something?
Nope, I haven't.
Oh, Mana, what were you talking about?
What do you mean?
You were saying, let's go, Giovanni. That looks clean.
Oh, you said gold sells. I just said the market structure looks clean. Well,
Oh
it's
shit. Okay.
good luck, or I hope it just goes down.
Oh, I didn't even see that message. I thought he sent the chart or something. James, just if you want to live back test this since you already took your 2 trades, but journal this, we might be getting that support for him.
Yeah, I mean, I like the 30-minute. If you keep stops below the 30-minute on EJ, which is back in the range, I think that might play out pretty well.
Yeah. Gold looks nice as well. Yeah, gold is coming down from 1740, which we said was going to reach. Since we've been in this bullish trend, we said price is coming up to 1740 at some point. Is it going to react to it or continue bullish? It could right now be coming down to retest this trend line over here. That's why you want to wait for a retest right now in gold. Gold is that, like, you might get that perfect price action. And obviously support and resistance is the main confluence for any pair. But right here, when you're in a bullish trend, and you're trying to call tops over here, just wait for that retest. That's my rule. I highly suggest you guys kind of follow it. Does that make sense? So we got that close below on the 30-minute. Got a clean move to the left.
Looks like gold retested 1740 again, and it just shot down.
Yeah. That's what we.
That was the daily resistance, man.
Yeah, that's what we've been waiting for. We knew that was going to be a key level over here.
Maybe we can get a nice resistance formed tomorrow, and then we can just take it down to 1680.
Yeah, 100%. And I like the way the 4-hour looks too.
Yeah.
We passed the low. We already created a top wick up over here. We're passing the low of this candle over here. If we get that close in the retest, it should be coming down.
Yeah, I'll probably hold this order.
That'd be a nice hold if we do come down there.
Will you go to the 15-minute, Stefanos?
Of course.
So I took that paper trade right as the I guess, what do you call that? The second bearish candle? Yeah, right as it passed that low to fill the wick, and it worked out really well.
Oh, so you took this candle, not this one?
The one that your mouse is currently on. So right as it broke the low of the 15-minute.
Of this?
Yeah, just to fill the wick.
Got it. And what, you put your stop loss above it? Okay. Good shit. So you took that.
So I'll journal that here once I get some time.
You were anticipating the 30-minute wick to be filled. I like that.
I've just seen that so many times on GJ when it's in just high volume.
Yeah.
Where we have that strong bearish move, weak bullish close, and then as we create a top wick, break the low, just continue down.
Yeah, man. As I was saying before, I can't express how important reflection is on each session that you have, and just figure out, all right, what am I doing wrong? And if you know what you're doing wrong, just write it down. I know a couple of you guys are going through that right now. Just write it down, then write down the solutions too. It works. Get in. There he is.
Hey, bro.
What's up, buddy? Ali, good shit.
What's up?
Get some charts from Ali. Okay. So you're waiting for the close above this area over here.
Yeah.
Got about 16 pips. Okay. So what are you targeting in these 16 pips? You're looking to secure at like 8?
8, 10, yeah, for most of the position, and then let the rest run.
Yeah, when I look at zones, I'm looking for like a 25 pip zone to trade in so that I can at least grab 10 out of that. So if I see a the smallest zone that I'll probably enter is anywhere from 15 to 20, and I'll aim for like anywhere from 6 to 8 pips at least to secure, like a wick fill in something like that.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, that should help you. GJ, right now I'm just waiting for, as you were saying, just waiting for this area to be closed above.
Yeah,
And
that's
we
what
should
I'm
be coming
waiting
up
for.
to retest this high.
I'm also waiting.
So on the 50-minute chart, I noticed those doji looking candles with those top upper wicks, but on the 5-minute chart, it looks like the resistance is a little higher up.
You see him right here?
Not that one. So if you look further up and to the left, yeah, that one around there. So would we take that one as the level to break, or?
So if we get a close above this area right over here, and we're coming up to New York Open, we're going to pass through these wicks.
Okay.
If you get a nice close above this area, you can either take an impulse entry up, or you can wait for that retest. Now, looking at the higher time frames, you got straight bullish candles already just forming up here. Like, should we get a retest on the lower time frame? Maybe because if you look at the previous 4 or the current 4 1-hour candles, they all have a bottom wick. So they all started the hour by coming bearish and then flipping bullish and coming up.
Right.
So if we get a close above this area at 8 o'clock, you could get that bottom wick forming, and then we could continue bullish.
Cool.
But
Okay.
just it's got to be in your rules. You wait for the close above that area. And that's another thing that I've been guilty of. I had been waiting for closes above certain areas. I've been taking impulse entries out of zones. Again, for that FOMO reason, and these are great lessons. Like some things that I'm going through right now, they're great lessons for you as well, so that you guys can jot this down and understand. All right, going through that, obviously know what to do to correct it, and that's it.
Yeah, that's something I've struggled with for my whole trading career so far. It's like getting FOMO and like seeing the trade that you planned out for the whole day pan out, but then it ends up just shooting through your level and not being like a close above your level, and then you're like, oh shoot.
Yeah, FOMO is a very big, especially when you see other people making profits or sending charts on their pairs, and you want to take that trade because you see a perfect setup. You need to be able to fight that and have the discipline not to take that entry because it's not part of your trading plan.
Yeah.
The most important thing for you, and you're just starting out in Forex, the most important thing to you right now, and I know you're going to do this, is sticking to your trading plan, sticking to your discipline. The more you do that, it's because at some point you may deviate from it, and that's extremely common. And something from trading in the zone, like I said before, the problem is not your strategy. The problem is not like what we're doing, waiting for levels to break. Justin, I like this, by the way. So you saw the range, price dropping out. You got that wick fill right over here, I believe. But the main thing. What's up, Derek? The main thing is the problem is not your strategy if you're going through a losing streak. The problem is like 99% of the time, it's your psychology. It's your discipline, not sticking to it.
And I've seen that and I've tried to fight that. And sometimes I think the natural instinct is to just keep watching YouTube videos about other strategies or just do more analysis and things like that. But then you don't see anything play out.
Yeah.
Nothing changes.
You're all over the place, and your brain is like scrambled eggs.
Elliot,
That's the route that I took, bro. Like I spent years just studying analysis paralysis, so I have such a good understanding of the market, but like not too much to show for it. I really wish I would have found this strategy with Stephanos. Like, even though I'm also, I don't remember who was saying in the chat, grab 10 pips at a time or whatever. But because like I'm the same way. Like I really want to catch those big moves,
Yeah.
but it's so easy to catch 10 pips. So it's like, why not just stick to that strategy?
Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, and here we go. But you know, this is what I've been doing, where I've been taking these impulse entries as prices just passing the high. I'm want to wait for that close above, especially with 8 o'clock coming around. But as Jaden was saying, yeah, it's so easy to just go all over YouTube, to go all over Instagram, whatever. Find mentors, take their course because you think they're doing well, and you're going to be all over the place. That's a very common, I don't know, course of action that most traders take, and they think the problem is their strategy when the problem is just themselves.
No, that I can definitely attest to that, because I for probably a year and a half, 2 years, I'd be like watching other traders post all these gains, and I'm like, well, I need to do what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't be working, and then I go to the next person, go to the next person, go to the next person, and it's not. It wasn't the strategy. It was just putting in the work to back test it, putting in the work to truly understand it, and know why it's doing what it's doing. And you know, it's a hard, painful process, but and I feel like I'm finally starting to come out on the other side. So
Yeah, you're doing really well.
So no, I appreciate that. Thank you.
100%, man. I love. I'm still trying to get used to reading your charts, to be honest with you. But you know, you're sending a bunch of, you know, live back testing, live trades that you're taking. You know, you're really starting to understand gold too. You know, been trading 2 years, so just keep it up, keep the discipline going, and you're going to be very well. You're going to be very well off. So you know, stick to this. 10 pips, secure. You know, you secure a certain percentage. I noticed how, you know, your strategy with securing 40%, right? Is that how you're doing it?
Yeah, I do 40% at a pip level, another 40% at another pip level, and then the additional 20% is essentially my runner. And then when it gets stopped out is when but yeah.
Now, Justin, has that evolved over time, that whatever you want to call it, securing method?
Well, to be honest, I'm still pretty new at it, and so I'm still back testing it. I don't have that many back testing trades with it, so my lot sizes are a lot lower when I trade it live. So it's something I just found like 2 weeks ago. So I it's so new to me. So I'm just,
you're testing it out. Good stuff.
Yeah.
And as we were saying before, you know, look at the long term. Look at the long road when it comes to this instead of the short term. And I think that's where a lot of traders go wrong too, is that, you know, they want to be making a couple $100 next month, you know, with what they're doing right now, where that's just not that realistic. It can be realistic if you look at the long term and you focus on the long term. If you're doing that and you're focusing on the skill and the strategy and everything, you're going to get to where you want to be a lot quicker. But if you focus on getting the short-term gratification out of trading, it's going to take much longer. It's kind of ironic the way that works, but it's true.
Yeah, well, because what helps me is looking at that Excel spreadsheet that I showed everyone about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, is about the consistency. Because if you started with 2,000 or 3,000 and you made 2% per day every trading day, at the end of the year you'd have almost $300,000. So I just try to focus on that and not the peaks and valleys of daily gains. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to be making 20,000 a day, but the value is in the consistency of it.
100%. And as long as you guys just switch your mindset from money to skill, from money like profits to, you know, discipline, you know, you're gonna get the money a lot quicker. Trust me. But like, you need to switch your mindset. You got to make sure that you're focusing on those things first.
And another thing that I've kind of learned to love is the analysis, and
Yeah.
and sometimes I'll just chart for the hell of charting, like not even pairs that I follow, but just like I'll pull up, I don't know, a random pair like CAD JPY, just be like, oh, there's support here, there's resistance here. Well, what's going to happen? You know, just kind of on larger time frames, and not ever placing a trade, but just the analysis for the sake of doing the analysis.
Yeah, that's you need a lot of discipline to do that. You know?
Yeah, I'm
You
with
need
you.
to be able to hold yourself back from actually taking those trades. But like I understand you like wanting to do that, and I've been there too. But what you want to do is focus more of that time on a pair that you actually trade and backtest it. You know, like learn that pair inside and out. And I'm pretty sure yours is gold, right?
Yeah, I really like gold.
That's all. Me too.
And
But learn gold inside and out. You know, be the go-to guy for gold. And you know, pride yourself on that. And when you're doing that, you know, you're not going to have any time for anything else. You want to backtest at least 3-4 months of gold with that strategy, with the way you're securing and everything. Now, gold is a different animal. It's a lot different than most other pairs. But you know, that's
Check out what it did now.
What's up?
We'll check out what gold did right now. Crazy.
Wow, look at EJ. Yep, that's why you wait for that retest, right?
Is there?
We're in an uptrend. This is a good lesson for Nathan. Being in an uptrend, trying to call tops. If you're going to call tops, I made a whole video on this. It's in the course. If you're going to call tops, wait for that retest before you and candles closing in your direction before you take this down. Because I saw the same thing. I saw that clean candle to the left, wait for the retest, wait for a nice close on the 15-minute on gold, and take this thing down. Maybe it leaves a wick to fill. But until then, you're not getting that. It looks like this is our support. We could be ranging over here for a little bit today. James, you see EJ?
Yeah, talk about a fake out, huh?
Glad you didn't take it.
Yeah. Very
Now,
much.
GJ might be in play. The 30-minute looks good. Wait for 8 o'clock. Don't get all jittery. Wait for that close above this area because you saw what just happened. It looked like it closed above, right? With this candle, it looks like it was exiting that area. We didn't take it because it didn't fully close above. And it came right back down. You would have been wicked out. So the 30-minute does look good. I like that. So at least here's my gold chart. Awesome. Exactly. Safe buys are going to be above 1740. Good shit.
Oh, above there. Okay.
Clean. Yeah. This is what you want to do, Ali, is live backtest this trade. So if you see an opportunity in here, you get a close above this area, just live backtest it, journal it, see where you could have taken this, and then obviously journal it. And in the next couple of times when you see it, it's just a smaller range on gold. It's 32 pips. It's nice, but yeah, you want to. We're in a very significant area on gold right here. Looking at the higher time frames, right? And we're right in here. This is a previous 4-hour resistance and also daily right over here. So this is touchy over here. You're going to get clean buys once we get above 1740.
Okay.
Right? But is it worth just trying to grab this move right here when you can grab this move? You know? And it's just about staying patient.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
Oh, shit.
Clean candles to the left. Honestly, I got to give James credit again for bringing that up yesterday in the general chat. I think that sparked a lot of today's conversation, what we've been talking about this morning, and hopefully it helps you guys. But everything I'm telling you is true. These are the things that you need to concentrate on. And if we're going to become the best in the world as a group, this is how we all have to think. Make sense?
Yeah, I really appreciate everyone's discussion about that, because for me, one of the things that has been a problem for me is not necessarily focusing on how much I can make per trade, but it's really how much am I going to lose on this trade and thinking about it from a negative point of view.
Okay.
And that sometimes prevents me from letting my winners run as much as they should, or taking profits way too quick. And in general, just pulling out of trades too quickly when it's in a little bit of drawdown.
That's natural in the beginning. Obviously you come from options, but in the beginning of Forex, you tend to look at that like, oh my God, how much am I going to lose on this? You need to understand that when you really get the hang of things, you're going to have a couple setups that you're used to, right? Like a classic break and retest. We get a close above this area. This is a high created, comes down, creates support, and we could come right back. Or let's look at this one even better on the 1 hour. Looking at GJ right here, price comes up. This is the setup I look for every time. Previous resistance right here comes up, creates this high during pre-London, comes down, forms that support during London, close on the 1 hour. I look at this on the 30-minute or the 15-minute, and this is what I like taking, right? Comes down, there's a high probability, there's a 70 to 80% chance that you're going to get this retest up here. That's just how GJ runs. That's how a lot of pairs run, but when you get a high created and a low coming down, that's a main setup right there. So that you're gonna if you find 10 of these setups throughout the week and you take every single one, you're gonna win it probably 7 to 8 times, maybe 6 out of 10, right? You know that you can't win every single one of those trades, so you know that you have a couple losses that you can afford, and as long as you manage risk and you know how to manage risk, you're going to be profitable. But you need to be able to manage risk and look at your trades the right way, like that, where it's like, okay, I can afford this loss. And when you take a loss, it's just like, okay, that's the setup I'm used to, and it's just one of my losses for the week. That's it. Every business takes losses.
Right.
You buy all these phone cases that you want to sell online, and all of a sudden they some of them don't sell. You're just taking a loss on that. It's a business write-off. So it's the same exact thing in Forex. So just know that you can afford the loss. Now, if these are setups that you're not used to, that you haven't back tested, you haven't journaled, pairs that you haven't traded, that's a different loss. That's not a good loss. That's an undisciplined loss. That's not according to your plan. But if you're taking these losses according to your plan, you're going to be very well off.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, man. Deck of cards was tough this morning.
So that 30-minute candle, 15-minute candle closes under that zone right there. Would you be looking for impulses as if price breaks the highs, since it's going to be 8 a.m.?
So since I've already taken my trade, I'm not going to take that. But if we get that 8 a.m. Push above that, coming up, that should be a good entry. But I'm getting back to my discipline of doing the things that I normally do. So I already took my trade. My rule is my second trade isn't going to be an impulsive entry. I'm going to wait for candles to close on that second trade. I already got my profits. I'm good for the day, right? 10 pips a day, you're good. 10 pips a day, at some point is going to be a couple $1,000s for you. And I'm sure you're going to be good after that. So right now, obviously you guys are so fixated on the money. It's easy to be like, oh, only 10 pips. Maybe I only made $10 on that. And that makes you want to jump into another trade, right? That's where you got to fight that. That's where the discipline comes in so handy, like right now, in this stage of your trading. But yeah, this is if we get a close below here, and we get a pass to the high, that'll be nice. Looks like it's trying to flip right now. But the other thing though is too, you've seen the past 4 1-hour candles, right? And they all have bottom wicks just about the same size. So that tells me that the next one is probably going to create that bottom wick as well.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking about, waiting for that bottom wick.
Yeah.
And then just entering at the top. That's what I always do for impulses.
Mm-hmm.
Because so many times you're gonna get caught up. Like price pushes in the first minutes and then just straight drawdown afterwards.
Yeah. And you're going based on probability. There's a high probability that that next candle is going to create that bottom wick. And if it doesn't and it just pushes up, you miss the trade, so what?
Yeah. You journal it.
Journal it. Take it next time. But you're going for high probability setups. Smart, methodical traders. See, this is good. So keep in mind also when it passes the high in the first like 2 minutes of the candle, that's not good. Right now it's creating that bottom wick, so that's good right now.
Yep.
That's what you want.
But also that's what I've noticed back testing. It just goes down. Let's say it creates the bottom wick, start breaking the high, and then it just goes back down again.
Yeah.
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 That's why I'm gonna be trying the percentage position, because I always open the same lot size. Sometimes like when the range is bigger, getting drawdown faster.
Yeah. Yo, I was watching the first 3 videos you were sending me on Instagram of like the back testing sessions.
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch the rest. I'll watch them after the stream. But did you get my reply, like what I was saying?
Yeah, I replied. Yeah.
It's awesome, right? Like, all right, I get to experience this on a simulator instead of the live market.
Yeah.
I get to understand how important discipline actually is, because you were doing really well. I think you were at like 8%, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Down to like 4.
That's fine. You were at 8% on the simulator, so you're up 8%, down to 3 or 4. You realize, like, all right, what was I doing to gain that 8%? Sticking to my discipline, sticking to my rules, being smart. And then what was I doing when I brought it down to 4%? I was over trading, right?
Yeah. At first, I was taking way less trades, then started over trading a little bit.
Yeah.
Demo, it's a bit harder to be disciplined on a demo account, but
of course,
gotta work on that.
It's very easy to tell yourself this is just a simulator, and I'll just take this trade.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
like
now,
the bottom wick right here.
Yeah, it could be that bottom wick, or we could be ranging, forming resistance, and coming back down. Get a close below this area. You got a clean move to the left that you could bring this down into. But we wait until we clear this area. Let me see if this is done. Well, let's go. So how do I... All right, cool. So I just made this video last night. It's like 15 minutes long. Shit, Gary. Gary got GJ this morning.
It's a nice setup. You took it like earlier than we took it, right?
Yeah, he trades London. So he was,
Okay,
you know, when he was trading that, I was still getting up and doing my deck.
Okay, got it.
If you guys want to click on that link, and just whenever you get the chance, just let me know if that link works. I recorded it on my GoPro, so the file was so fucking big that I couldn't even upload it to the course or Slack, so I had to put it in Dropbox. EJ coming down. Wow. Wait, where's James? James walked away. So gold is just in this range. You want to wait for that break above 1740, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, smart trades. EJ, if you guys look at where EJ's at right now, looking at the last time it was at, look at this. This is the last time it was at 130 and tested 130. Does that not look exactly the same?
Same thing.
It's the same thing. That's why you pay attention to history. And what's up, Matei? Did I say hi to you before?
Please?
I didn't even know you were in here.
Oh yeah, I mean I joined, I don't know, it was 40 minutes ago, something like
good
that.
shit. Good shit. How was your morning?
It was good. I actually caught one winner in London session, and yeah, I called it a day. So had a
Shit,
little
man.
workout after that, and it's all good.
Matei's got his discipline in order.
Yeah, man, I'm trying,
I'm trying. I love it.
We all do.
See what we got over here.
Stephanos, I haven't seen you using my indicator lately. No love.
Your indicate what the terminal?
Yeah, I'm kidding.
No.
I don't-
I actually looked at it yesterday.
I just thought it was funny you started checking it every day because it was one of those things that like before I used to just check like every once in a while. Like I have no idea like the reputability of this site or anything. I just like all the flashing buttons, and I love that you caught on to it for a couple days.
Oh, dude, I love it. No, what happened was sometimes my computer randomly will close out all my internet windows and most of the windows on my computer. I have no idea why, but then I have to go back and I have like a main window, and that's going to be my charts, my journal, anything that I really kind of need. And that's basically it with that. Then I'll have another window that has all my fundamental stuff right over here. Bloomberg, got Forex Live, Forex Factory. I was reading this article before about CPI yesterday and inflation, but I normally kept, after you told me about this, I kept this on my main window and I forgot to reopen it. But this is awesome. If you guys haven't seen this, it's just like it's kind of like TD Ameritrade. It feels like, or Thinkorswim. And it just gives you basically all numbers, gives you some news, what's going on, currencies, commodities.
Yeah, it's like I like to think of it as like big picture market overviews. And then if you want to like get more into one thing or another, like you want to look at gold, like you can click into the commodities and like see what's going on with gold and see like the real-time news that's going on, yesterday's opening and closing prices.
Exactly.
It's cool.
And this is really good for us too, because next week we're going to start trading oats and corn. Right? So we're going to do.
Wait, what?
No. I was fucking with it. You guys didn't catch on.
I caught on. I knew you.
James, I'm looking at oil prices. Looks like everything's starting to slide this morning.
Well, they had the what's it called yesterday? The inventories, right?
Yeah, we got a build on crude, but a draw on distillate. yesterday.
Or yeah.
I
Crude
don't
oil
know,
inventory is
the
13 million.
futures market's backwardated. So I mean
Is
that's
it?
a sign, that's a bear sign, but
In Saudi Arabia, they said that they were going to decrease production by 1 million barrels a day, and they said a reason for their supply, or not supply, but their refinery decline, that because they had a terrorist attack on one of their refineries. So I think that's why we saw the pop to above 70 for a little bit there.
I saw that. That was a couple of days ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say something. I completely forgot what it was. Oh yes, James, you walked away. I was pointing out EJ, but like,
Mhm.
look at the market structure of EJ right now compared to the last time it was up at 130. It's let's see. I think it's something. Yeah, right over here. It's like the same exact thing.
yeah, the consolidation fake out and then it just died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same exact thing.
I took a paper trade after on the 5 minute actually. Same thing as gold, right as it broke the low to
Right here?
fill to fill the wick. I didn't actually take it, I just took the paper trade.
It's good, man. You're getting that
You could've-
discipline down.
You probably could have secured it 1-to-1 because your stop loss was only like 6 pips.
Yeah.
you
So
could've-
remember what I was talking about yesterday or the day before, where like we come to the charts with two opportunities to take a trade. So it's like, do we want to take those two entries during pre-New York? You know, that's just a question you want to ask yourself. Or do I want to wait for Thursday of the New York session where I could get some of these trades that are happening now? It's just a good thing to ask yourself and always have on your trading plan 1 to 2 opportunities. That's it. What am I going to use them on?
I mean, just because we're a slave to volume, we should be trying to trade at the high volume times. So.
So, use the bathroom real quick. Getting the volume push on GJ. This might be a good entry for anybody that wanted to take this, or what might be better is if you live back test this. You know, it's happening quick. Where's your stop loss going to be? It could possibly be in the middle of this range right over here. But this was a good opportunity to take this out. I just wasn't taking it because I'm done for the day. I just wanted to be smart and take my 10 pips and I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the 1 hour, God, I should just let a position run. Just respected all the lows, made higher highs, just perfect, really.
100%. Yeah, I ended up closing mine early.
Tough.
Where was the entry?
Yeah, I'll show you in 2
All
seconds.
right, perfect.
Right here.
Mhm.
So mine was at 5:45 after the 15-minute close. Was 1 hour. Whatever.
Okay, got it. Nice one. That's perfect.
Yeah. So you got the 1 hour price formed this minor support over here. Waited for this 15 minutes to close. Entered right here.
Yep,
Ended up entering a second position as it passed the high.
that's perfect.
And I was just taking pictures over here. That's fine. That's fine. And then price ended up coming right back down to my entry. When it was still in profits, I closed one of the positions, just
All
really
right.
coming back to my entry. Ended up doubling the trade as it passed the high. This candle ended up closing as a doji, so closed, doubled the trade on Magic Keys. Price ended up coming. This is the 5-minute honoring this bullish price structure. We hit 10 pips. I closed one of the positions, moved my stop loss up here for the second. And then price ended up coming down here. I thought it was reacting to this area to the left, as we know on GJ right now. So I ended up just closing the full thing. I was happy with my 10 pips. And then that's right now.
All right, all right. Yeah, but that's perfect entry.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man, that's a good trade. Nice one.
Waiting for candles to close. You know, it's pre-New York, just being smart. And that's it.
Yeah, man, it's a nice trade.
Appreciate it.
All right, everyone. I'm gonna head off.
All right,
I'll
Jess.
see you all tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.
Yes, sir. Looking
Care,
forward to
buddy.
it.
Stephanos, I took GJ buys
Okay. Would you put your stop loss? I'm curious.
below the 15-minute. It's like
Okay.
11 pips for my entry.
Got it. Yeah, with this, you could put your stop loss right down here in the middle of the range, anticipating price to continue bullish, having a tighter stop loss, but also if price does come back into the range over here, your trade's probably invalid,
Right.
right? So, just take note of that in your journal. But good shit. Yeah, this is a good opportunity. We could get a retest over here, just being at the 1 hour or so. It's been so bullish, like, just creating higher highs, higher lows. So we could get like a little retest on the lower time frames and continue to head up. But the 30-minute structure looks amazing. Waited for price to clear out of this range, took a smart trade. This is what we waited for. That's what I said. What you want to wait for, and you did it. Good shit, man.
Yeah, that's
Right.
a nice trade as well. Nice one.
Right now, you should be about 5 pips. So in a range like this, you might want to secure around 8.
Yep.
Jaden has a nice chart, as always. Drawing and golfing. Nice. This is GBP USD. Okay. This is the 5-minute. Jaden, I want to look at the just look at the higher time frames. Look at that. Good shit, Jaden. Dude, see, I don't remember ever doing that, but it does look like a chart of mine. So the 30-minute past the high of the previous. I like that setup too. Anticipating volume at 8 a.m., 8:15. Passing the high of these wicks over here. Right, Jaden?
Yep.
But you took this on the 5-minute. So right down here. Okay.
I also took an entry at London Open.
At London Open, you were awake?
Yeah.
That's a different topic. Damn. Oh,
My
okay.
eyes are burning right now.
I bet. You're that starts getting to you when you're trading too. I've been there.
GJ.
Let's go, GG.
GG.
Giovanni does it the best.
I love it.
That was a nice trade. I missed that one.
Good shit, bro.
I was so hesitant because all week GJ has been, you know.
Well, we're finally getting clean price structure. This is what we look for all the time. Like this, obviously, who wants to trade in this? Finally, we broke above 151, 200, and all of a sudden we're getting what we're looking for. Now, price only, we're in this bullish trend where we get this order block right here. We wait for the clear of the order block, and you take this right up into these wicks over here. So Noah should be close to 8 or 9 pips right now.
I'm 6 pips in profit, trailing my stop right now. Now we're like closer to 9.
Good shit.
I've been trailing my stops up pretty much above the bodies of those 15-minute pretty much where you have that support. That's where my current stop is.
Got it.
Yeah, 151, 600 is gonna get hit.
Yeah, I'm just like slowly taking partials, slowly.
Nice trade.
trailing.
Did you enter after the close of the 15 or an impulse?
After the close, I waited.
There you go, 10 pips. Woo!
Yep, that's
There
it.
you go. Nice one.
Thank you.
Where's I forgot I had this. We're gonna have a little fun.
Oh man, if I just left my position running,
I know.
that's just
Stop with the FOMO. We'll get a
well,
nice
it's
one
not the
tomorrow.
FOMO. It's the fact that I was going on smaller time frames and like looking at the 15-minute, even though I took the trade on the 1 hour, and I was confident in the 1 hour.
Yeah,
That's been my biggest struggle, man. Just holding it.
Yeah, just like looking at the 15-minute and seeing, the 15 minutes breaking the low of that previous bearish candle, maybe we're headed down. But when you look at the 1 hour, like it's just beautiful price action.
Yep.
Just like, damn it, James.
It's all good, man. Do you think of what's his name? Who sings The Gambler? Kenny you would know that, James. Fucking Tennessee.
No one to hold him, no one to fold him.
Yes.
Kenny Rogers.
When to walk away.
I need to do a better job of just like, even though I like to go a time frame lower to manage risk, just watching the time frame I enter on.
Yeah.
And, just
dude, just close 90%, leave 10% going.
Yeah.
That's gonna build your confidence. Maybe set your magic. You have magic keys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, set your magic keys at 90%. Close custom. Stop loss or break even. Dude, I got a lot of these good sound effects for when people take stupid trades. Random dollar.
The GTAs.
Wasted.
That's a good one.
My favorite's still the Rick Ross. Oh.
Yeah, do I have that? It's definitely on there.
Oh yeah, we definitely hit it one time.
Definitely did. Rick Ross, the boss. Surprise, motherfucker. You're right. We definitely did. I just can't find it.
It's all good. I'll just keep making the noise. Oh.
We got Shia LaBeouf. Do it. Do it. Just cleared. So that happened around 8:10. I can't stress enough when you guys are journaling how important it is to write the exact time that you got that push, right? Just so you know when those volume pushes are, because we're volume traders. Oh, in the walk away. Hope you're secured now.
Yeah, I'm out.
Awesome. Finally, some clean price action. So that should be a lesson for you guys. Like, we don't have to trade when we don't have the price action that we want. You don't have to trade every single
We'll
day.
see this again.
What's up?
We'll see this setup again.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm telling myself.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is the setup that we want every single day of the week.
Yep.
Look at that 30-minute close though. Do you think it's gonna do the wick fill?
Yeah, probably could. It's probably coming down to retest maybe, or it's just rejecting, you know, these highs up here that we formed. Now we could just be ranging down here, coming down to retest like we've been. It's typically the way it works.
Can you pull up EJ? I want to point something out.
Yeah, of course. Let me
EJ playing with hearts. Holy cow.
wow.
So go to the 5 minute, or go to the 1 minute.
Okay. All right, cowboy.
Actually, so yeah, draw a zone right there, at the lows.
Right over here.
Right there, yeah.
Okay.
So like, how I've been losing a lot lately is I'm anticipating that drop because of the clean move to the left, you know.
Yep.
And I get burned a lot, and so I thought, what if I try to buy off that zone? Because look at the risk reward opportunity, and if you drop down to the 1 minute,
yeah, I like it. I just wanted to look at the higher time frames first. So you bought down here?
I just paper traded it. I wanted to see what would happen if I would have bought there, and would have been beautiful.
That's awesome. Do that a couple times, you know. Paper trade that a couple times and start executing on it with smaller lots, and you'll start catching that. I mean, that's a tricky trade right there. But you know, if you backtest it enough, I always say it. Like, I'm never going to tell you guys not to trade a certain way when it comes to strategy. Just make sure that you put the work in and backtest it.
Well, if you know anything about the institutional order flow strategy, those lows to the left where you first drew the box, is you can see that the second dip into it was lower than the first, so I would consider that a stop hunt. So there's probably an order block within that stop hunt, and that's where it perfectly bounced off of.
Right over here.
Like the order block would be way to the left, but
over here.
Yeah, so like that dip, that second touch was lower than the first couple, so it's stop hunt. It was a little bit of a stop hunt, which means there's probably an order block within that stop hunt that it rejected off of.
Makes sense. Just gonna show you something. Oh yeah, I'm gonna send you an article. I'll just send it into the group. Where was this? No, Jeffrey. Yeah, no, it's not here. I gotta find it. Hold on. All right, so I just need to journal this for 1 second, guys. If you guys missed this, make sure you're journaling it. Jaden, I gotta get back down to Miami. For some reason, I got that itch to be in Florida.
When y'all go, let me know and I'll be there.
Let's go.
I've always wanted to visit Miami.
Dude, we'll be doing group shit. Obviously, this is more longer term, but like obviously boot camp stuff like that, but also like trips. You know, we're all making like good profits. Also, maybe a business or two of cash flow for some of you guys. You know, we'll be going places, and also I know a lot of you, when it comes to your whys, like you're looking to give back. You're looking to do something much bigger than yourselves and do something for other people. That's one of my whys. I can't wait to do shit like that. I already do it, like Thanksgiving, stuff like that, on a smaller basis. But you know, a lot of you guys have big goals with that. Like we can do that as a group. We could be, you know, obviously the greatest trading group in the world, but also like create a name for ourselves like around the world when it comes to like what we're doing with our profits. And I think that'd be awesome. You know how much fulfillment you guys are gonna have doing shit like that? Like I know Patrick lives down in South Africa. He wants to do a lot of that stuff, and you know, imagine doing that in Africa, Zambia, you know, all those countries over there. So if you think about that, that's like the bigger picture, and that's like a purpose for you guys to stay disciplined in the markets. It's like something even bigger than yourselves that you guys could be doing to create a legacy for yourselves. And we can do it as a group. There's no telling what we could do. Obviously, we're going to go on like crazy trips. Like, I want to go like Jackson Hole. I don't know, like maybe get like an all-inclusive down in Punta Cana or something. We'll go down there and visit Giovanni.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're 1,000% gonna be doing shit like that. Secure 80% at 10 pips.
Yeah, I think one reason I pulled that 1 hour trade is because I wasn't comfortable with, because I over risked probably.
That, well, yeah, that's
you really do need to be comfortable with it, hit the full position hitting your stop loss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also like you're probably not comfortable because of first of all, you know, it's very early in the session, pre-New York. GJ's been all over the place. EJ's been all over the place. Like I don't blame you for not being comfortable. It's been like ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. I'm slowly losing trust in volume for GJ.
Dude, it'll come back. It's just ebbs and flows of the market. You know, some months are much better than others. Think about March last year compared to May last year, you know, or actually that's probably a bad comparison. So March last year compared to January of last year. You know, the amount of volume was outrageous. At 8:10 a.m. Stop loss up. Did anybody check to see if that Dropbox worked?
Yeah, I just did. Yeah, it works.
Awesome.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we got that retest over here. Looking like we're coming back up. Somebody sent something in. Was there anything fundamental that made GJ push out of that consolidation we've been in for so long? What the hell? Right here? Yeah, just from in London last night. I wonder if there's anything that pushed it out other than just, you know. I don't think so. There was no economic data coming out. I didn't see any news. It's just the structure of GJ. So when it makes a high the past couple of weeks, what it's been doing is creating that high, coming down, create support, but it's been ranging and then gradually jumping out of there. And once it got close to that area, it closed above, and we got that London volume, obviously. And I've been noticing a lot of volume, like through back testing. A lot of volume happens around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning during pre-London. And that's where you got this move over here. Corrected during pre-London. Support was formed during London. And then during pre-New York, we've been gradually coming back up to retest that high. This is kind of unprecedented compared to what we've been getting. This is what we normally should be getting on DJ. But compared to what it's been like where we create that high, it's been ranging in here and gradually reaching that high. So this is nice to see finally. Clean price action, creating higher highs, higher lows. It's exactly what you want. You wonder if the next 4 years are going to kind of be like this, just in general with market volume. I don't know. I mean, things happen all the time. Where we get volume. I don't know. I think there's a lot of adjustment that needs to go on the past couple months. I mean, I don't want to get into politics. Can't be doing that. Market maker method. Oh, is this what this is what. That's so funny. I saw this quote right here by Mark Twain, and I thought the article was by Mark Twain, the market maker method. This is cool. I'm definitely going to be reading this.
It's kind of like Wyckoff with, like, it explains how price does a Wyckoff schematic, and then it will move up or down in 3 phases.
That makes sense. Yeah, the main thing when you guys are reading articles, reading different strategies, watching different strategies, the main thing is you want to stick to your strategy and just understand more about the market. You know, don't go around changing your strategy after reading one article. or like watching one video on YouTube. You know, a lot of people do that. So just make sure that you're learning more about the market. Always be learning, like I say in the course, but also have the discipline to stick to what you know, stick to what you're doing, and not getting that grass is greener on the other side kind of mentality. I'm gonna say this. I need to see if I can find this article for you guys. Robin Lunsdale. Had Noah trying to do a Zoom with me from the Tesla last night. Here we go. So this article is basically about how the market's set up before Federal Reserve policies come out, before any kind of economic data comes out, how they basically price things in beforehand. So I haven't actually read it yet. I have it in my like to-do list of things I got to read. Let's see. All right. It's in fundamental updates. All right, good shit. Solid session. Hey, Geo. Cali Geo. No.
What's up, man?
Oh, there you are. So you won't be available to backtest till later tonight?
Should be.
Okay. Because I'm trying to figure out, because I'm going to be back from the city around like 4 or 5. So I was just seeing if you could do it any earlier. I could do it whenever you're available, but and then if anybody else wants to join, you know, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, I'll let you know definitely later.
Okay. I'll
I
shoot
know
you
my
a
schedule
message when
will
I'm back from the
so-
city and if you're available.
All right, for sure.
Cool.
You can finally get those sells for gold now.
Think so? Yeah. That looks nice right there.
My TP is 1725.
Did you take it?
Yeah, I'm in it.
Cool.
I've been waiting all day for this.
Where'd you place your stop loss?
I put it on the 5 minute. Above the 5 minute candle, 1730, 3870.
Right over here?
Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect.
Nice one. You'll get it.
Someone just say something? We got Gafour in here. What's up, buddy? Nada. I love talking to you guys and no one answers. It's the best. Yeah, you got a clean move to the left right over here. As long as it just breaks through this area, you should be good, but that's why I kind of wait for the retests. Get that low created. Do you have like a point like right over here where you're going to secure?
Yeah, I'm gonna secure around 1725.
25. Okay.
All right, fellas, I'm probably gonna head off, get some work done.
All right, buddy.
All
See you soon, all right?
right, we'll see y'all in the morning.
See
Yes,
ya.
sir. As always. So Giovanni, right here is probably where I'd be closing like 50%.
Yeah, that's what I was
Managing risk.
looking at.
Yeah, this is why you wait when you're calling tops for that retest. Very well could drop, but it looks like it's coming back in and reacting to this area. This is your first trade?
My second.
Okay. Yeah, so I have here in my trading plan that my second trade is always going to be waiting for candles to close instead of impulse entries. Let's see. Damn, gold could be forming that support and just heading up. That'll be interesting. Wow, GJ. What a move. So this was the London move. This is the pre-New York move. Waited for New York open, consolidate a little bit, got that New York volume, and we've been pushing up. And this bullshit in here is what we've been like. I've been taking trades during pre-New York and losing some of these trades. It's just because we have no volume in it. If you just wait for 8 o'clock, it's a perfect visual representation so that you could see like, all right, the volume is in New York. Once 8 o'clock comes around, get 9:30. Then later when London closes around 10:45, 10:30, those are some good opportunities. Mon, I love your reply.
Sir.
Wow. Oh, Nathan's back. What's up, buddy?
Yo,
Yeah,
I just got pulled away with work there.
What's up?
Busy enough. I'm done for the week anyway, so.
Done for the week?
Yeah, 100%. Not a chance
Smart.
to do anything tomorrow.
Let's what's it called? We're hopping on the back testing. Actually, you're probably gonna be asleep. Me, Gio, we were gonna do a back testing session. And if anyone else wants to hop on, you're more than welcome. But he has to do one, and so did JMG from Ireland as well. But I'm not too sure when he wants to actually do it.
Yeah, I'm doing a back testing session with Giovanni later, in like 3 hours or so, and we're doing some more gold. We did had a few tech difficulties last night, but we got like one good session in, one session, one win. Got like 15 pips or 12 pips on a buy, I think it was. But yeah, we had we're like 3-1, three wins, one loss.
Love it.
Yeah, just trying to manage
the risk.
Yeah, we're one of our trades was like really, really messy, and we had like a really wide stop loss. But I don't know what it was. I think you might have touched on it a bit. Was we entered the trade and our entry was like 6 or 7 pips higher, and we were already like 7 pips in drawdown, and it just started to pull back, and we took like a 40 pip loss on it actually at that stage. But we had some really good ones as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Keep building that account too. I got to figure out my Soft4fx because all of a sudden I started backtesting on it again, and now it just won't let me log in. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm still having issues with like my normal Vantage account trying to log into it on MetaTrader. Like it's just not letting me in. It's giving me that that really irritating noise.
Well,
I don't know. It's one of those really irritating MetaTrader noises when something isn't going right or it doesn't log in, or it's like you click on something and it's not valid on MetaTrader. It gives you that bouncing noise or whatever it is, wrecks my head. I turned it off because I can't stand it, but I still can't log into my bloody account. It's wrecking my head.
It's not the right password or something?
No, I only changed my password the other day, just to try and log back in, and it just won't log me in at all. So I've just been trading MetaTrader off my phone, but I'd like to be able to trade it on my my PC as well,
Oh yeah, when you're trading on your phone, you're so susceptible to over trading. It's and not journaling, you're not like in the zone. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can manage from my phone easily, but when I'm like in a car somewhere, like on the go doing something, I can't be trading. I don't like.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be trading if I was sitting downstairs. I'll only have my phone with me when I'm trading, literally sitting in front of the computer. But it's wrecking my head because actually it probably is another reason why I've been over trading a bit as well.
Oh yeah. So contact Vantage and see what they're doing. See what's going on with it. They should be able to help you. But let's see what Giovanni, I'm guessing you manage your risk?
Yeah.
So you see what I'm talking about? Like when you're calling tops like that, just wait for the retest. If the low gets created and you miss it, so be it, whatever. But let that low be created so that you could come up and it's got some range for you to take when 9:15 comes around,
Okay. So you'd wait for a retest on the 15-minute?
Yeah. So when if I'm calling tops, if I am, and I see an opportunity like this, obviously we're at a critical point over here. I see what you were doing, where you thought this is just going to drop. This is clean price structure where it looks like we're going to come right back down into this area over here. What I want to wait for is this support to be broken on the 30-minute, close below here on the 30-minute or the 15-minute at least, and wait for that low to be created. I don't have to grab the impulse entry. I can wait for the retest for price to come up, create, clean price structure and take this thing down.
Yeah, I saw a nice close on the 15-minute.
Yeah.
Below that zone. That's why I took it.
No,
But
I get why you took it. You just want to wait for, that top wick to be formed or that retest of the resistance. Wait for resistance to be formed where you get a bearish candle with barely a top wick. You know that setup I'm talking about?
Mhm.
And you take this thing down. Let this candle create its bottom wick, come up, retest, bearish structure. Get a candle like this.
Okay.
Then you take the one that follows it. That fills that wick.
Okay.
That's when you're calling tops. When we're in the trend and like say we're in a downtrend over here and you get that 15-minute close below, yeah, you can take that impulse entry coming down. But when you're trying to call tops over here, when we're in an uptrend, just wait for the retest. You throw that in your journal.
And I was looking at the time. It's already almost 9. It's 9 o'clock already. So
yeah,
the volume for gold is usually like 8 o'clock, 8:15.
Yeah. And you do get some around 9:30.
Sometimes now after 8, look at that. Now it's happening.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. But usually now, like around 9 o'clock, 9:15, it'll pass that zone and retest it later on, and then you can get the clean zone. You get the clean move. I mean,
Yeah, no, I feel you.
I'll retest it on the 15-minute. Dang it, man.
Smart, methodical trades. I don't know what's going on over
That's
here.
one thing I'm definitely not doing next week. And that is I'm not taking a sell in an uptrend or a buy in a downtrend. Because I've done it like I was talking to Matei this morning. We were looking at market structure pre London, and I was looking at GJ sells, but I was like telling him I'm not interested in taking the sell because I had a journal trade that was literally identical to it. The only difference was we got a retest when we broke below the zone, whereas when the trade that I took, we never got a retest. It just came straight back into the zone. But like that's one thing I'm gonna avoid doing, or definitely not going to do, is just take these silly trades, trading a sell or a buy in an against the trend that we're in,
Yeah. You just want to ask yourself, like, is this a smart trade? Or is this like, I feel like I could catch this, And
Yeah.
when you're trying to climb yourself out of a maybe a losing streak or a confidence downer, kind of, what I'm talking about, like just an area that you don't want to be in.
Yeah, 100%.
When you're trying to get out of that, just take the smart trades.
I know.
Wait for the candles to close, build the momentum. Then you could start, stick to your plan. Just go right back to your plan. When you're going through a losing streak, okay, sticking to my plan, that's it. And then eventually going through that enough times, you're going to just be like, all right, I'm just going to stick with my plan. Some people take more times than most.
Yeah.
To go through that. But, we've gone over this a lot of times, right? Trying to call tops.
Yeah.
Waiting for the retest. That was Giovanni's turn to learn from it. Dude, why does this keep happening? So annoying. Oh, here we go. But looks like we're getting a little bit of a rejection at 151.620 on GJ. It's a good time to secure if anyone's still in this. But I'm about to hop off, guys. Hope you guys got a lot out of today, and I hope you enjoy that video. I mean, it was kind of spontaneous, but also, I put a lot into it as far as just my thoughts, what I'm thinking after that discussion in the general chat yesterday. Keep doing that, man. I can't stress enough how important that is. I love that James did that. If you guys have an issue, obviously come to me. We'll hop on a Zoom and we'll get to the bottom of your trading and what we could be doing better. But also, like, share it with the group. Like, nobody's judging here. Nobody is. That's kind of the beauty of this. Think about yourselves as Navy SEALs. Nobody in the SEALs judges each other. They're all super vulnerable. They tell each other everything that's going on in their lives, and they know they can trust each other in hostile environments. That's why they do that. Like James said, we're in a pretty hostile environment in these markets, in these streets. So, always keep your head up. Always a positive mindset. Always optimistic. Because the only thing standing in the way is your own head and yourself. You're just going to keep getting in your own way, doing the wrong things, thinking the wrong way. Just got to be able to handle your emotions and do the things you have to do. But, we'll get to it, whether you're not there right now or we still have a ways to go. We're going to get there no matter what. So we're going to get your head right. So nothing to worry about. We need cooperation. We need, both sides doing both things. Like, I'm here for you if you need me. But also you guys need to stick to the things I'm telling you to do. And you also have to bring things to my attention too. Like in that chat yesterday, there were a couple things that people were saying that they haven't brought that to my attention yet. Like, how am I supposed to help you with what's going on with your trading if you haven't told me yet? Like, I'll gladly hop on a Zoom. You guys know me. Everyone that has asked me to hop on a Zoom, I'm always there for you. So, whatever you're going through, please bring it to my attention, but also share it with others. Share it with your accountability partner. If you don't have one yet, please let me know, and we'll set you up. And you can have more than one. It's good to have more than one, I think. But that relationship is so valuable to have in the trading career and also a business career in your life as an entrepreneur. Having someone that's pushing you a little bit, keeping you accountable, that you guys are checking with each other all the time, it's super valuable. So with that said, guys, have an awesome day. Keep your heads up. This is only the beginning of your journey. You know what to do, you know what not to do, and start working on that. And you guys are going to be very, very good traders, efficient traders, sticking to your plans and being methodical in the market. Take pride in that, where you're laying those bricks. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys.
Great
See you
speech.
later,
Thank you, man.
fellas.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
See you guys.
See you guys.